So a bit of a bombshell just dropped in my lap. I can now confirm the price of the ROG Xbox Ally and the ROG Xbox Ally X. I got some images from a source who wishes to remain anonymous, and I also called my local Best Buy who spilled the beans and confirmed the pricing. So this is real. Let's talk about it right now. If you haven't been following the news, you probably might have missed the fact that on October 16th, the ROG Xbox Ally and the ROG Xbox Ally X will be released to the public. But we have been left with one question. And yes, I am absolutely teasing you a little bit so that you can at least watch to the 1 minute mark, or you can hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know my content goes live now, can't you? Can't you? Give me the little something here, okay? The YouTube algo is messing everything up. In all seriousness, though, these images were sent in, and I was able to actually get a price confirmation. Now, the big boy is going to be priced at $899.99. I have corroborated this price point for the Xbox Ally X, and they actually told me the other SKU, the Xbox Ally, which will be priced at $549.99. Now, these images are of a Best Buy by Nashville, Tennessee, where they are going to be having display units of the ROG Xbox Ally X so that you can actually get some hands-on time and experience the handheld for yourself. Funnily enough, I was actually just writing the script for my full long video about the ROG Xbox Ally and my experience with it at Gamescom. Long story short, I really like it. So having had some hands-on time experience with this handheld myself, I can say it feels really great. It doesn't feel too heavy. It just feels like you're holding a controller. Now, I've used the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck has a little bit more heft to it. I've used the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Nintendo Switch. I always get a little bit of a claw hand with that, but I really, really appreciate the ergonomics of the ROG Xbox Ally and the ROG Xbox Ally X. Both of them are actually great. Obviously, one at a lower price point. The one we got to demo was all in white, and the $899.99 version has been also really great to get some hands-on time and experience. What's really interesting about this handheld is the fact that it is going to include all stores, just like the ROG Ally did back in the day. But with the Xbox branding, you will be able to boot up all of your Xbox games that are on PC. So if you have something that runs on PC, it will likely be able to run on this handheld. Now, what's interesting is the fact that you can also include other storefronts like Steam. So if you have any game that you can install on Steam, you are going to be able to install on this device. So that includes, Sony titles like Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Last of Us, Returnal, which I highly recommend, and any of the classics like any of them, God of War, anything that you might happen to like from PlayStation. But also, if you want to install Epic Game Store, it's a PC. You can literally do anything with it. You're also going to be able to dock this device into your television should you want to output to a larger display, and you can plug a keyboard and mouse into it and just use it as a full-on PC. And don't forget, there are also peripherals that you can get for this device that will allow you to power it up, soup it up, and make it even more powerful than any other handheld on the market. Now, when you go through the menus on this device, and I'm just going to read over on my script here, you're going to see you're going to initially go to the Xbox menu. When you hit the first button, you'll be brought to a drop down just like you would see on Xbox. You have the Xbox app, Steam, and the AI tool available should you choose to use it, and a selection of recently played games. Next to that, you have your settings where you can see your mic, you can adjust your volume, your brightness, you can show a keyboard that you can use the touch screen to type on, and you can choose to exit full screen and go into the Windows experience. You can also adjust your network settings here, power, etc. One thing to note is if you boot into the gameplay experience, you do get a little bit of that memory back, meaning your games are going to play just a little bit better than you might experience if you have booted in the Windows mode. So you get a little bit of memory back when you do that. And if you ever do choose to go into Windows mode, which you can do just with the tap of a few buttons, you can actually reboot the machine to regain that performance. It's not like it's gone forever. It's just a fairly quick reboot, and then you're back into the action. Next to that tab, you have the volume audio tab where you can adjust your mix, so speakers versus sound. Then you have your capture tab where you can capture screenshots, record gameplay captures, record gameplay captures with commentary, which is a nice little touch. They have a performance tab where you can see how much of your CPU, GPU, RAM, you can check out your FPS. After that, you have achievements, and then you have a gallery where you can see your screenshots or gameplay clips. And the widgets, which you can mess around with audio, capture, command center, all the things like that. Actually, to the left of the home menu, they kind of hit it in a weird spot. You can actually see the command center, and this is where you can adjust your operating mode. You can switch from Windows mode. You can do silent mode, performance mode, turbo mode. And in this video, we're in gamepad control mode, and you can sort of mess around with a lot of options here, including the FPS limiter if you want to try and have all your games lock right around 30 FPS. Now, the two games I mainly got to play were Doom: The Dark Ages, which ran basically flawlessly. It felt really amazing in handheld mode. I think we were pushing well above 60 FPS. Even when I went in and tried to make it like really chug, it was still around 50, 60 FPS with everything cranked up. So the machine is really doing a lot of work in that respect, but you know, I would like to get a little bit more hands-on time and give you a little bit more official testing than what I would do at a random event in Germany. And the other game I got to play a whole bunch of was actually High on Life 2. This game isn't even out yet, but it also ran really well. I got to play about 15 minutes of gameplay there. It's less optimized, obviously, than a game that has been out for a little bit. Doom: The Dark Ages ran a little bit better, but it is just really cool to be able to play these things and just enjoy them at your leisure. It's basically an Xbox controller in terms of configuration. You have all of your Xbox buttons where you think they would be. There's some paddles on the back. On the top, you have your power, USB-C, you have a USB-C, you have a memory card slot, and you have the audio jack. So overall, I think the price point is about what a lot of us expected. This is what has been leaked for a very long time, and I think a lot of people are going to be very happy with the fact that it came in at $549, just to recap, and $899. I have played it. I've liked every time that I've played it. I am excited to see more about this handheld. Hey, if you like this video and you found the information I shared helpful, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when my content goes live. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thanks so much to the members for supporting Chris, Freddie, Phil, Aries EMS. Greatly appreciate you all. Thank you so very much. If you want to support, now more than ever, would be great if you went to patreon.com/SaveStatePlus to back my independent venture in gaming coverage. I do greatly appreciate it. Check out my original preview of the handheld way back in the day to get more into the technical nitty-gritty stuff, because I broke it all down there. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody. Are you going to get one? Let me know in the comments.